Definitely not fixed. It's different. Welcome to the Restore It Ralph channel. This time it's still cold winter, as you can see from my breath, but we're gonna get some Dodge Dakota work done. Starting with my son's 1992 Dodge Dakota, we're gonna do some hydraulic lash adjusters. This is my son's 1992 Dodge Dakota. It's powered by a 2.5 liter, like K-car based 4-cylinder. This one has been pieced together by somebody, not me, a 2.5 non-balanced shaft with a 2.2 head. Evidently, that is the best combo of this type of engine. It's about 112 horsepower instead of 110, but you know, whatever, it runs okay. It was actually seized up about a year ago and we popped it loose. So it runs okay, but it does make noise. You can hear a little bit of noise when it first started up. Go ahead and rev it up a little bit. So it does get pretty noisy. So it sounds like an upper end tap or not. We're gonna verify that. My son actually found a way to do that. All right, this is my 14-year-old son, Gabe, and he wants to save this 4-cylinder in this truck for the moment. So he wants to fix the tapping noise in it. So I asked him to try and diagnose it, and this is what he did.
So I have a tach in this truck, and when it's fully warmed up and settling at idle, it's sitting at about 900 RPM. And so the camshaft rotates at half the speed of the crank. So RPM is revolutions per minute. So every single time you have a stroke, that's going to be 1 beat per minute.
A power stroke, you mean?
A power stroke, yeah.
Okay.
If I go onto my phone and I look up a metronome, 900 BPM, which is what this would idle at, sounds like this.
So is that 900 beats per minute?
Yes. So
okay.
That would be if it was a lower end noise, such as like a rod knock or something of that sort, it would sound like that.
So also, if it was bad enough, that would be like when the rod is being pushed down, we'd get one knock down, and then on the upswing, we might get another knock. So it might actually be twice that if it's a lower end knock, or a piston pin or something like that. So there's exceptions to that, but for the most part, 900 beats per minute means we got a knock once per revolution at that point. So that would be a crankshaft revolution. Go ahead and put it on half speed, which would be 450, right?
Yes, 450 because the camshaft rotates at half the speed of the crank. And that's the sound that I get when it's fully warmed up and it's just idling.
Okay, so he came up with this all on his own just because he is in the band, in the marching band and whatnot. So he has some musical ability. He also plays guitar. So he's got some different experience that actually he is utilizing on the engine diagnosis side. So that's pretty slick. All right, so we got 2 different metronomes on the internet. We're gonna start this thing up and watch the RPMs.
Oh, it's connected to the speaker.
Okay, so that's 500 beats per minute. We're at about 1,000. Go ahead and pause it. That noise sounds about the same. Go ahead and put it on the 1,000. That is way faster. So this is definitely at camshaft rotation speed. Sounds like we might have one follower or one lash adjuster that is making noise. So we're gonna go through and replace them all anyways. Go ahead and pause it. Yeah, that's definitely it. Good job, dude. If all goes well, what we should be able to do is pop the valve cover off, probably this upper timing belt cover, and then compress the valve springs without removing the camshaft. So that's the goal. Sorry about the noise, but we gotta get some heat going on in this place. So my son got the lash adjusters for Christmas, and has had them soaking in oil for the last couple days. So hopefully it's a lash adjuster and not a follower that has gone bad. We're gonna check all those as well and see if we need to replace one or two of them at the same time. So we know that the valve cover gasket is leaking on this, but it's a very good possibility that the cam seal is leaking as well. The whole point of this today is to do this without removing the cam, so that's a job for another day. We don't know how long this engine's gonna be in this truck anyways, because we like Magnum swaps around here. But for now, we'd like to see if this is gonna fix it and quiet it down a bit.
I think these are the lash adjusters in here.
Yeah, we're on that side.
Yep.
The followers bridge the tip of the valve and the lash adjuster, and then the cam lobe pushes down on the center of it. So first off, initial inspection says the cam has got some pitting on it. I'm not gonna look too closely at that. Maybe it needs a cam, right, Gabe? What our goal is gonna be is to remove the cam follower and then pull the lash adjuster out. And that necessitates the camshaft being on the base circle or thereabouts. And then that way we can compress the valve spring a little bit and sneak the follower out without removing the camshaft. So we've got a tool and we're gonna try it here. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Stuck one?
Yep. Just can't really do it with one hand.
No, that's right. All right.
Sweet.
All right.
Should be good.
While the valve cover's off, we're gonna just crank it with no ignition and just make sure nothing spits out. All right, we're gonna start this thing up. I assume it's gonna be noisy when we first start it until those lash adjusters pump up, but we'll see what we got. Definitely noisy. Let it run for a while. It's different, but it's definitely not quiet. So instead of one of them being stuck and broken, it sounds like none of them are really pumped up yet. That sounds better. We'll call that a win. Just needed to pump up the lash adjusters. All my Magnums do this. If I let them set for a month, you can let them idle in the driveway all day long and they'll never pump up. Take it down the road or around the block, they're right up there. So we'll call this fixed. Okay, it's the next day. We're gonna start this thing up, see what it sounds like when it's cold, and see if all our work was for nothing or if it's totally fixed. Definitely a little tappy. Just let her warm up. Okay, well, it's definitely way quieter than it was. It's definitely not perfect, but we didn't replace any of the cam followers either, so whatever. I'm sure it'll run just fine. I think that's going to do it for this video. It's cold and windy out here, and we got all the lash adjusters in the truck. Now, is it perfect? No, it still rattles on cold startup, but as soon as it warms up just a fuzz, it quiets way down, so it's way better than it was. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Restore It Ralph channel.